Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome to At Fashion Week Studio Official Live. Hey, we got, when I tell you a treat, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Hey, Sandra, thank you for joining. Hey,
What's up, brother Dave?
there he is, my man, Robert Mata. What is up, man?
Hey, just trying to live through this whole craziness that the world is going through right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I totally understand that. Hey,
Yeah.
listen, individuals are signing on, but here's the thing. This is very special to me, Robert, because you are not just a friend. I consider you as a brother, and you are one of the most admirable and amazing people that I know. And
Yeah,
I
you're too
truly
kind.
mean that. I
You're too
truly mean
kind.
it.
Thank you,
And
man.
in a second, we're getting ready to tell everybody as to why I feel that way. In fact, they're going to feel it by the end of this interview. So,
Oh,
so
man.
as we have people joining, hey, Marion Boudette's on out of Puerto Rico. We have Soleto joining us. Hey, Christopher Corey, what's up? Out of New York City. King of New York, what's up, man? So, Robert Mata, how's the family?
Everybody's good. Everybody is good. I think we're all starting to get on each other's nerves that we've been hunkered down here. I know that my sons I've lost all my hair. I don't even think I need to shave anymore because I've just lost it all. And we're trying to find little corners of the house that we can stay secluded in and stay out of each other's way. So, but it's good. I try and get out a few times a week on my bike. This way I give the
Yes,
family
I've
some
been seeing
time
that.
to be alone and everything, and I just ride and ride and ride.
Man, it's funny, man. Excuse me for a second, but it's funny. You and that bike, man, no matter where you've gone, New York City, San Francisco, you have rode that bike, man. Like,
Yeah,
that's your thing, man.
that's
That's
that's the
how,
thing. Everybody's you hear everybody talking about this COVID-19, how they've put on 19 pounds. Well, I've lost about 18 pounds.
did you?
So yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. Wow,
yeah.
wow, wow, man.
So
You look great.
it's
You
oh,
look
thank
great,
you,
man.
man. Thank you,
You
thank
look
you.
great.
Trying hard. You got to compete with these young folk.
Hey,
So
man. You
you
can
gotta
say
stay
that
at
again.
the you got to stay at the top of your game. Say, yeah, you can't do nothing to me that I can't bring back to you.
There you go.
So,
There you go. And I
oh
have to
yeah,
say, man, the last time I saw your sons, man, these guys are solid, man. These dudes look like athletes. They're
yeah,
like,
they are.
they're like Diesel, man. I'm like, whoa. When Robert came up to me, Robert Jr. came up to me,
Hmm.
at first I had to do a double take because his voice, the whole mannerism, and he's such a beautiful guy, man.
Oh
But he's
yeah,
just huge, man. I had to step back, like, oh wait, oh Robert
yeah.
Jr.
No,
Oh my
and,
gosh,
and now my youngest one is even bigger than all of us, which is the
wow,
crazy part. Yeah. So
wow, man, wow. We
yeah.
have Gunjan from India joining us. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna start by saying this. About 24 years ago, uh, I a second AD, which is a second assistant director on the film Enemy of the State, rushes me into the wardrobe department, and this was 24 years ago, as I was doubling Will Smith, and rushes me in, and that was the first time I met you.
Yeah.
And so it was so funny because you gave me you said, put this on, put this on, put this on. You hooked me up, you did the tie, you got me looking great. You're like, okay, out. And you were, you were one of the first ones that I came across in the industry on that level that literally took time, and you ate lunch with me, you sat and talked with me. I mean, you made me feel like family from the first time I ever met you. For that, I want to say to the world, I am grateful to Robert Mata because, man, you've always been such a humble and beautiful brother. And I appreciate you, man. I really
Thank you,
do.
man. Thank you.
Absolutely. Now,
Yeah.
one thing, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, I was thinking about that this morning. I was like, oh my God, we were shooting the Rooftop scene, Enemy of the State, and we were here in, I think it was in LA, wasn't it?
No, that was in Baltimore.
DC, that was in Baltimore. Okay.
Baltimore, yeah.
But it was definitely, it was the Rooftop scene though. I remember that.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
right. That's right, man. And that's something 24 years
Yeah,
ago, man.
24
Went by
years,
fast. It went
it's
by
gone by
fast.
real quick. Yeah. We
So,
both had hair.
that's it.
We both had hair.
That's right. That's right. You know what's amazing, man, is that I look at a few things, right? Okay, we were in our 20s. All right, so 20s, 30s, 40s. I'm telling everybody our ages now. And now we're in our 50s, man. And I tell you, man, to still be able to sit with a healthy body and mind and spirit, to have a communication with a dear friend like you, I count it a blessing. Let me just say that.
I completely agree. You know, you always wonder what Brother Dave is doing. So, and he's always got something up his sleeve. He's doing something. He's moving and shaking. He's doing something with somebody, but he's getting it done. So,
thank you, brother. Thank you. Now, here's the thing. As I mentioned, you are very humble. So I'm going to help you with that. And here's what I mean. Because, like I said, you have done some of the most amazing things in the industry. You've worked with some of the most amazing people in the industry, and it all culminated to you now having your own design. So we're going to start from the beginning. What was the first show you worked on? And how did you get into it?
You know, I first started working at the costume house. Wow. And at the costume house, you know, you pretty much work your way up, you're sizing, you're putting away wardrobe. And at the same time, you're trying to meet and connect with the different designers that are coming through. You're trying to show off a little bit with them, you know, that you know what you're talking about, you know what you're doing. And, you know, somebody just has to take a chance and give you the opportunity to pull you in on one of the shows. And back in the day, the first thing that I ever shopped for was a show called Action Jackson.
Wow. I remember Action Jackson.
Yeah. It was one of the first shows I shopped with. Yeah. Great designer by the name of Richard Bruno. We would take him out shopping, and we'd shop, and you know, we would spend the day shopping. And he was just the nicest guy. And that's what everybody's always taught me coming up through it. You know, you don't have to be mean, you don't have to be nasty, you be nice. People remember you. You know, it's just, you want that to always be one of your character traits. Yes. It's just to be a nice, true individual.
Yes. Well, brother, that's truly what you are. Truly what you are. And then after Action Jackson,
I started working my way. I started doing TV. You know, did 90210. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes.
Beverly Hills 90210. I did that for a season. And then you just kept, you know, doing different things. You kept moving up within the industry. You know, at first you were a set costumer, then you moved up to a supervisor, and you just kept moving up, and you just keep getting called for these different projects. And you hope that your name and your work ethic would go before you. And that's how people would recognize, oh, you know what, let's get that guy on this show. Yes. And so from 90210, I started doing the Martin Lawrence show.
Yes. Yeah.
And, you know, shopping for Shanae and Jerome and, you know, all those crazy characters that Martin came up with.
Wow.
And, so it was just, we had a ball. I had the chance to work with, you know, I've had the chance to work with some amazing people when you really think about it, you know, and some are still in the industry, some have retired, and some unfortunately have passed away. But it's just been, you know, when you think back about it, it's like, you know, there's times that I don't even think about my career or where it's come from, where it started and where it's going. It's just been like, man, what a blessing. Yes. It truly has been a blessing. The people that I've encountered that have taught me so much along this journey. It has just been, it's just been unbelievable. I don't want to get emotional, but it truly has been a blessing. It truly has. Yeah.
You know, see, but that's why I love you, brother, because it's this, you've taught me in many ways. I've always watched you, Mata. And just so everyone knows, I've been blessed to work with Mata over 18 years, actually closer to 20 years. And I've always watched Robert Mata. He's a consummate professional, always on time, very specific, always where he needs to be. And he taught me that. Robert, you taught me to always be consistent, professional, kind, respectful, nice. And all of those traits are you. It's like, you know, it's funny, man, because it's exactly who you are. And you brought that to the industry, man. And I think the industry has been very blessed in return, to be honest with you, man, because working with you is a delight and a pleasure. Now, when I say that you're humble, this is what I'm talking about. Like, okay, now we just talked about 90210, hit show. Martin Lawrence, hit show. Now, after Martin, what was next?
Bad Boys 1.
Bad Boys 1.
Bad Boys 1. Yep. The original Bad Boys. And oh my God, that was crazy. That was crazy. When you had Michael Bay, who was just yelling at everybody. And he was just, Michael Bay is just constantly rush, 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 rush. And there's certain times you're like, yo, we got to do our job.
Yeah.
So you really have to stand up to Michael, and you have to kind of push back a little bit. And then that's where in turn he's like, yeah, who is this kid? But in turn it's you set a little boundary of how much you'll take and how much you'll give.
Yes.
And Michael will turn around and he'll respect you for that.
Yes.
So it's been, then it just, Bad Boys 1 led to, oh my God, geez, I should have printed out all the shows that I've done, but
see, that's what I'm talking about. That's the Robert Mata. That's how beautiful you are, man. Because listen, when we look at Bad Boys 1, Will running down the street, shirt open, when we look at Martin Lawrence, we look at these guys, man, and their character, who they are on screen, is always complimented by wardrobe. And I'm gonna tell you, man, you have done a phenomenal job, brother. A phenomenal job, because it looks great, And so, okay, Bad Boys 1, we know Bad Boys 2. Yes.
Yes, we did Bad Boys 2, but there was so many other ones in between there. There was The Enemy of the State, where I met you,
Yes.
And then from there was, oh God, man, you should have had
Bagger Vance and
Bagger Vance, and then it kind of everything that Will did to a certain point, I was involved with.
That's right.
Bagger Vance, the Men in Blacks, Ali,
That's
which
right.
was, oh my God, Ali was just, talk about a life experience.
Yes.
That was truly probably one of the highlights of my career was just to be able to do that. And then in between there was What's Love Got to Do with It.
That's right.
And that was way back in the day.
That's right.
But that was, talk about, getting the chance to be on set with Tina Turner.
Yes.
And, she had her whole band there, and just to watch her,
Yeah.
I mean, she's still amazing. She's back on stage now again, I think at 80 something years old.
Isn't that amazing?
And it's just like, it's like, God, grant me that kind of longevity, because I mean, it's hopefully we'll be able to keep going that
That's
far.
right. That's right. Well, I tell you this, man, for Pursuit of Happiness, you did Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness, yeah.
You put me, I was fortunate to play a young executive as an actor in the film Pursuit of Happiness. Man, you put me in one of the coldest suits, man. Look, it was from the 80s. Man, listen, look, I look so great. I'm talking about that suit, man. And here's the beauty of it, man, is that I was blessed to be able to be in the same shot with Will a couple of times. And that was such a blessing. You had me looking so good, man. I mean, that suit and Pursuit of Happiness, man, was to a T. Brother, you always took care of me, man. Ali, I was blessed to play Will's brother in that, Ali's younger brother. And man, you always looked out for me, brother. I'm telling you, man, you are something special to me, man. And you are something special, period. And I tell you, okay, so now we've covered Ali, Pursuit of Happiness, you did 7 Pounds, you did Hitch, on and on.
I didn't do Hitch.
Oh, no.
I didn't do Hitch. Yeah, no, that was when my youngest son was just born.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Man. And see, this is just another added layer. Robert Mata is like, sorry guys, my son is being born. I have to go attend to my family. like that's who you are, man. Like I tell you, man, that is something very special, brother. Something very special. Now, I will say this: between iRobot, I think right after iRobot, you did something, if I'm not mistaken. You did another film with in Vancouver. Go ahead.
Ben Stiller.
There you go.
Yeah, Night at the Museum. Yeah,
There you go.
Night at the Museum. But then prior to that one, there was Starsky and Hutch, The
Wow.
Duplex.
Wow.
There was a good little run there where I was able to juggle between Ben and Will, just
Yes.
back and forth. There would be sometimes we would overlap shows, but a lot of times it would be like Friday we'd finish one show,
Yep.
Monday I'd fly out the weekend, and then start Monday on the next show. So it's
Wow, man.
it's been
Wow.
a blessing. It's been so much fun, and I think that's been the best part of it is that I have loved every minute of it.
Yes.
Just doing something you enjoy.
Yes.
We work long hours, we work hard, but it's just like you create such the traveling circus, and you create this family that it's just been, it's just been amazing. It truly has. It's been awesome.
Absolutely. Look, I am
Yeah.
Matthew Grant said, Robert is a legend. I could not agree more. I'm telling you, man, I totally agree with that. Because listen, I know emphatically that how it works, where actors will request you. And it says something about you, your ability, what you bring to that production when that happens. And you've been requested quite a lot. This I know. Right? So now let me ask you, this is going to be a tough question, okay? Because there's so many favorites, right? And maybe I'll just say, what sticks out in your mind on some of the shows that you've done? What are some of the moments, the magical moments? Like, the magical moments.
Some of the magical moments. I remember so here's one for you to throw it back, is on Meteor Man.
Wow.
Yeah, I worked on Meteor Man. And,
Wow.
you think back about, that was, that superhero costume and the opportunity to work with Ruth Carter was, one of the most incredible times. I mean, she was starting out. She had done all these projects for Robert Townsend, and she was just working her way up, and be able to, start there was just,
wow.
It was amazing. And then from there, it was What's Love Got to Do with It?
Yes.
And I'll never forget, she handed me this fabric, and she says, I need you to make a tie out of this. I was like,
Wow.
what? Yeah,
Wow.
she's make a tie. And, Ike ended up wearing it in one of the costumes. I was like, all right, cool. So it's like, that is,
Wow.
there's certain little things like that really kind of stand out, when on the set, and, Fish sang all of his own songs.
Wow.
On that soundtrack. Which
Oh,
is
wow. He did.
Wow. Yeah, he did. He did.
Oh, wow, man.
And,
wow.
And then it's just like.
And when Mata knows him as Fish, that would be Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne, sorry, yes. Lawrence Fishburne.
And Mata knows Ruth as Ruth. That'll be Ruth Carter, who recently designed and won awards for the film Black Panther.
Black Panther, Academy Award winner, Ruth Carter. I guess that's how you have to say it now. Academy Award winner, Ruth Carter. Yes, that's the whole title now.
But this is what I'm saying about you, Mata. Like, these are friends of yours. These are individuals you've worked with. These are individuals that have appreciated working with you. And so, man, your life is a blessing, man. It's a blessing. I'm sure to yourself, but it's also a blessing to others, man. And I just want you to know that, I want you to know that. So now, Ruth Carter, Fish, right?
Yeah.
Now, here we go. You're on the set. Now, Will Smith, 20 plus years. You worked with Will Smith for 20 plus years, right? There's another A-lister that you have worked with and are working with currently. And let me tell you something. When I turned on this TV show And I was looking at it, and I said, this guy's suits are freaking amazing. Amazing. And then Robert Mata sneaks it out on everybody. Hey guys, I just started my line, Robert Mata Designs. Look at the suits on the Rock, on Ballers. Man, hey.
Did I catch you off guard on that one?
Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Well, you know, when Dwayne, we had just finished doing a TV show, and he asked me, he's like, hey, I've got this project that I'm working on, and you know, I would like you to maybe, you know, have some input on the character. And when I started reading some of the scripts and where the show was supposed to take place, you thought, oh man, this is kind of an easy sell. You know, you want to bring back the old glory days of Miami and the colors and, you know, just the excitement of wearing wardrobe. You know, that's what I'm trying to do with my line is I want everybody, you know, we need to start dressing up again. Yes. Life has gotten so casual. Yes. You know, everybody's in t-shirt and jeans. There's nothing wrong with t-shirt and jeans, but there's always a time and a place, you know, to look your best. I mean, I can't go to work and I'm not putting, you know, this isn't against anybody or whatever, but for some reason, I just can't go to work in a t-shirt.
That's right. Look,
you know,
let me just tell everybody how true that is. Now, Robert, I think it was Bad Boys 2. You and I went to the airport. We were going to fly from Fort Lauderdale to LA. And so at that time, they were checking bags. They opened up the bag, and Robert had a standard look, which was a button-up shirt with a tie and a nice set of pants. Literally, they opened up to check it out, and he had 5 of those. I remember laughing, and I said, Robert, wait. He's like, hey, man, consistency.
That's just it. That's why I always, you know, if I could be in a white shirt every day, I will be in a white shirt every day. That's even right. If it's, you know, like one of those sports shirts, you know, like a fishing shirt. As long as it's, you know, it's going to wick away the sweat or whatever it is.
Yeah.
A white shirt. If I can be in a white shirt. So that's my deal, a white shirt.
Hey, you stay looking great and consistent. That's you all day.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah. So that was
Corey
where we.
Says amen.
Yeah, no, I've seen some of Christopher's stuff. Christopher has some really, really amazing pieces. So, you know, that's how we want everybody to look every day. If I could get everybody to wear a tie every day, or even bring back tie Fridays, rather than being casual Friday, you wear a tie to work every Friday. You know, we can start there. And so that's where I'm trying to bring it back.
And you are doing that, because on the set of Ballers, I recall every Friday you had them wearing, it was Tie Friday.
Tie Friday, yep. Tie Day Friday, yep. So that's so I try and do that on every show. You know, sometimes some of the guys are more, you know, the guys get into it. Some of them are like, yeah, no, I'm good. You know, a lot of guys want to wear Hawaiian shirt Friday. And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, no, I'm not, I can't do a Hawaiian shirt, you know, but I'll definitely maybe make a Hawaiian tie. But no.
Well, hey, I'm gonna tell you, Mata, listen, man, I look, like I said, I've watched you for over 20 years, 24 years to be exact. And I'll tell you, man, to see your next step, this expansion of Robert Mata Designs, man, they are fantastic. And I'll tell you, let me just say this. I was in London. I was blessed to be on the set of Fast Furious 7, and I actually was introduced to The Rock. And I said, hey, you know, a good friend of mine, Robert Mata. And when someone, that phrase, reputation, precedes you, is true for you, because he had nothing but some of the most beautiful things to say about you. You see? And that's so let me just confirm that the way that you have practiced and lived your life, in the industry and your life in general, it totally emanates. It totally emanates and it resonates and it's true. And so saying that to say, I'm now looking at all these films that I watched you. We've went to get coffee in the mornings. We've you know what I mean? We've been on set 18 hours where, arguments are happening. We've had we've been a family, right?
Yep.
It's like, and in the morning everybody's all happy and like, oh yeah, I slept. Okay, I ate some food. Okay, good. Hey brother, like we've
had family arguments.
Family,
We've
right?
family arguments, family fights. I mean, it's like being brothers, that's the truth. I mean, there's been time where it's almost come to blows, and you're like,
right.
hello, are we serious here? So, but hey, that's what a family does.
And I'll tell you, man, look, to experience that with you and to see now the next expansion of Robert Mata Designs, and I say this respectfully and humbly, I am so proud of you, man.
Yeah.
I am so proud of you, man, because I mean, it's just a next level that I can only imagine you going there, because it's like, what's next for Robert Mata? He's done it all in the industry. And it's like, to the expansion of Robert Mata Designs, and the suits are fantastic. Oh my God, man. You brought the gentleman back. And I love that, man. I love that. And you've been able to put it on a hit show, and the influence of that, it just emanates, man, throughout the world. Look, tell me about, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was a royal blue suede jacket. Am I correct in saying that?
Royal blue suede. It was when he was at the bar.
Go ahead.
It was actually, that was how we opened up. No, that was not royal blue suede. No, what that was a royal blue velvet. That was
What?
a velvet. And he wore that to one of the award shows.
What?
That's what that was. Yeah.
Man,
that's what that was. Yep.
Listen.
But then prior to that one, that was the second one.
Oh wow.
The one that kicked it all off was the burgundy velvet.
Oh.
Yeah. And that was the one that kind of had everybody just like take a step back, and it was like, whoa. Yeah, he kind of knocked the. Yeah, we were. The funny part is that I was having dinner with my family, and I get a call from Dwayne, and he's like, "Hey, brother, just want to let you know, we're doing. I believe it was the Golden Globes. He says, "Hey, just want to let you know, we're doing the Golden Globes next week." I was like, "Next week?" He's like, "Yep, next week." I was like, okay. So I hung the phone up, and my wife was like, well, who's that? I said, that was, Dwayne, and we're doing the Golden Globes next week. So I got to come up with something for him to wear. And you try and start thinking about, what everybody else has been in, what hasn't been done.
Yep.
And we were sitting in a Mexican restaurant, and I'm looking around, because you try and get inspired by the things that are around you, whatever element or whatever setting you're in. You try and look for something that will just inspire you. And I turned around, and I looked at the booth we were sitting in, and we were sitting in actually a burgundy velvet booth.
Wow.
And I said, Dwayne's going to wear burgundy velvet. And he wore a burgundy velvet, and it was just like, everybody just lost their minds.
Wow.
We had so much great response from that. It was like, wow, okay.
Yes.
It was pretty exciting.
It looked fantastic. And, look, you couldn't have placed it on a better individual. I'm talking about The Rock. This dude, he's fantastic. This dude, every day he looks like he's just fresh off the front cover of a magazine. Let's just put it that way. And to have your velvet, burgundy, correct?
Burgundy velvet, yeah.
Velvet, it just complimented him so well, man. And that's you, man. That's what you do, man. You help to compliment the individual so well that it just wears well. It just you couldn't see like him not wearing it. It's like this is beautiful. This is perfect. And that's you, man. You've always been that way. Christopher Corey sends his utmost respect. And we love you too, Christopher. Thank you, man. And you know, now here's a funny situation. Okay, so as we've been blessed to be on some of the most amazing sets together, and you are the guy that anytime I had some kind of mistake happen or I wasn't paying attention or I did something, you would be right there. I couldn't get it past you. Now, I'm going to ask you this. What was, I think you know where I'm going, the moment where you really caught me out there and I did something, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that just happened.
You got to refresh my memory on that one.
Okay, it involved, okay, good. Here, it involved a set, and the set was so well done.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that was Hancock, dude. Hancock. No, Dave. Oh, you know, Dave is he has such a work ethic. Dave will, when Dave goes to set, Dave is the type of individual that will, he's so on point that he wears a walkie-talkie. He wears a walkie-talkie because he doesn't want anybody yelling, you know, where's Dave Haynes at? Where's Dave Haynes at? You know, he wants to, whatever, if he hears the walkie, he's running. He's not just standing. He'll be out getting an apple or something, but he's like, oh, the coffee, I gotta go. So he's running to set. So sometimes Dave will be standing on set for maybe 30, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. And Dave was, you know, this time he was starting to get a little, and he's saying to himself, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom. So the first opportunity he has, he goes to the bathroom, but it's on set bathroom, which really wasn't a bathroom. It was just a set. So Dave rushes in and rushes out. And it's like, Dave, you know that's not a real bathroom. He went, huh? That's not a real bathroom.
We have to say that the production designer on that film was so amazing that it led me to believe that was an actual real toilet. And the funniest thing, as soon as I came out, there's Mata. And I was like, oh. And Mata's like, Dave. And he starts to help me to understand, dude, do you know what you just did? And I was like, oh, wait. Oh, and the cleanup, look, I can say I cleaned it up. I cleaned up my mess. I always clean up my messes. So I cleaned up my mess. And so it's funny, Robert Mata has been there on times like that I've had the most craziest dropping of the ball for a second moments. And which makes it more special. Because
yeah, it's like, oh my God, I completely forgot all about that until you brought it up. It was like, oh, that's right. Oh,
hey, we'll chalk that up to set life.
Set life, yes. Set life.
That
was like at the 16th hour. So
that's right.
We'll give you that one. Anything after 15 doesn't count. So the 16th.
That's
so
right. Yeah. That's right. So Robert Mata Designs.
Robert Mata Designs.
What is the next step for Robert Mata Designs?
Well, we were in the process of, when everything hit, we were in the process of creating our fall line. It was actually, we wanted it to come out in spring. So we were like, we had the samples ready, we had the fabrics, we were excited about launching ready to wear for Robert Mata Designs. Because we wanted to be able to give the guys an affordable, a quality made line, you know, it's something that would be able to, you know, we would want every individual to have access to. And then COVID hit. And it basically shut everything down. And when you see that what has happened within the industry, I mean, there's major stores that have closed. And it's just like, okay, wow, geez, all right. But you know what? We just have to stay strong. We really have to persevere through all of this. And hopefully that we're gonna get the opportunity to launch the line. It may take a little bit longer than what it was supposed to, but it's going to be at the right place at the right time. And we're going to persevere through all of this, and we're still going to be able to, all the guys are going to have access to Robert Mata suits and ties and casual wear. So we're really, I mean, everything's kind of been put on hold right now, but I'm excited about it. You know, and we're gonna push through, and we're gonna catch the world off guard.
I like it. Well, I'll tell you, this is what I'm thinking, okay? And I'll just go ahead and say it. Because Robert Mata Designs, I believe everything happens for a reason. And I believe that your designs are going to be so amazing that we are going to see it on our runway in Paris. I'm putting it there.
Yes.
I'm putting it there. That's what's going to happen.
Put it out there, yep.
And then from Paris, once you do at Fashion Week Studio in Paris, then we're just going to go down the street a little bit to Milan, you see? And it's going to be on the Milan runway. And then it's going to circle around the world and hit New York when at Fashion Week Studio does New York. It's going to be on that runway. Because I'm going to tell you, Mata, your line, look, I'll just tell everybody this. Once we got back from Paris, I was scheduled to come see you. You remember?
I remember that. Yeah, we were going to do it. Yeah.
Right? To get my couple of suits done, right? And so
that's right.
I was like excited. Then it was like COVID. Boom. Everything stopped, right? Yeah. And it's like, okay. But listen. I will be wearing a Robert Mata design suit in Paris watching a Robert Mata design runway show. I will be doing that. That's happening.
Yep, that is. We're gonna make it happen. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it happen.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yep.
That's right, man. Now, let me ask you. You got two sons.
Two sons.
And please say hi to Annette. Your
I will
awesome
definitely
wife.
do that. Yes. Yeah.
It's like, let me just say this about you and your family. There did not a day did not go by whereas you did not speak about your family. Every day you're like, yeah, hey, this is what's happening. Hey, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, my son's doing baseball, and this is that. You know, it was so wonderful, man. You know, your family value is so high. Your family values are so high that I'll tell you, man, like it was a pleasure because it helps others to actually feel okay in that environment, no matter how rushed and fast and things like that, and how it pushes and pulls. It gave everybody else, you know, the permission to also talk about our families and to share. And I'll tell you, man, you were a big part of creating that environment that was conducive for that. And so please tell your family I said hello.
I would definitely.
Annette, your partner in crime, your ride or die.
That's my partner in crime, my ride or die. Yeah, always. That's my girl. And without her, let me tell you something. You know, just her support.
Yes.
I mean, just knowing that she has my back.
Yes.
It makes everything that much easier. Sometimes it's super hard.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what, just her little. I can feel her hands behind me sometimes, just kind of holding me up and just kind of pushing me, you know, slowly, just like keep inching towards it, baby. You got it. Just keep inching towards it. And she does. She just, you know, her little whispers in my ear.
Yes.
I can always hear her. She just kind of like, just, you got this. You can do this. You can do this. Don't worry about it. I got your back. We're going to be okay. So,
man.
you know, yeah, she turned my world upside down. I'll tell you that much. She really did when I met her. So.
Wow.
Yep. That's the truth.
Look, you know, I know.
It's true.
I know. I've been blessed to see it, man. I've been
Yeah.
blessed to see it. Now, your sons, they're bigger now.
Oh my God.
Any of them taking on the family business?
None. Well, actually, I take that back. I take that back.
Okay.
My youngest son has a style all his own.
Nice.
He'll be like, he's the first one to interject. Yeah, Dad, no, you can't do that. That doesn't look right. But he'll be the first one. He's got a style all his own. He's a throwback.
Wow.
He is a throwback.
Wow.
I was talking about, going to work on this period show, and he's like, "Ooh, really? Is that 70s?" He just has this old school, old school look, and he is just like, it's like, wow, it skipped a generation there. It skipped, it skipped my oldest one, and my youngest one is like, he's all into it. He knows, he loves. I mean, he loves to look at fashions. Tennis shoes, I guess. What kid's not a sneakerhead right now?
Yeah.
But it's like he, for his, his junior prom, he was in a Robert Mata design suit. I mean, he really wanted to do it up, and he did it. So, yeah.
Wow, man.
So,
wow. I can see that. I can see. I'm happy to hear that, though, Mata. I really am, man. Because, your sons are gentlemen, man. They are. You and Annette have done a great job, man. Yeah, I really mean that, man. And you got to know, for everybody out there, I've been blessed to see Robert's sons grow up. And you guys, you and Annette have done a fantastic job, man. And, it's just, even when we're on set and you take off for the weekend, you're like, you got to go, we'll wrap. And you got your suitcases in the trailer and you're off to the airport. Like
run into the airport sometimes. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right, man. So hey, I tip my hat, man, because you guys have done a fantastic job. They're awesome kids, man. They really are.
Thank you, yeah.
They really are.
It's still a lot more work to go. That's for sure.
Well, I'll tell you this, man. The one thing is you do not have to look very far if you wanted models for your line. I'll tell you that.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. They would do a great job. In the first year we used Robert. Wow. For some of the the promotion.
I remember that.
Yeah, he was wearing some of the suits, But he's even matured now, even more so. Those pictures look like he was a little boy, but now he's just, he's really chiseled. He's got the chiseled jawline, just real rugged looking, so.
He looks like an athlete, like a professional athlete that can play anything. Baseball, soccer, football, basketball, like he just...
Yeah. Don't bring up basketball. He can't play basketball. He sucks at basketball.
Okay.
So.
well, he definitely looks like he could play anything. Absolutely. So we may actually see him on the runway in Paris.
Yeah, that's possible. Both of them. Wouldn't you see both of them out there?
There you go. There you go. Now, let me ask you, Robert Mata Designs. Yep. Now, how the balance, okay? You got Robert Mata Designs. You're constantly creating new looks, constantly creating new designs, and working on film and TV is taxing as well. The amount of hours that goes into that as well. And me knowing you probably put so many hours equivalent in each lane, like because you don't do anything half step. Like you go all in. That's you. How do you balance that?
Well, for the past few months, I haven't. For the past few months, when COVID hit, it caught everybody by surprise. It caught us like, what do you mean we're shutting down? And then first it was only supposed to be like a couple weeks. And then the next thing you know, the whole world shut down. Yeah. Everybody was hunkered down. Yeah. And at that time, I was just starting to train for the AIDS life cycle ride. Oh, wow. Because I had finally, that was one of the things that I wanted to do was I wanted to ride from San Francisco to LA. It was a great cause. I was excited about it. So I started doing that. So literally, truly, when everything shut down, I haven't done nothing because everything was pretty much on lockdown. Nobody was doing anything. And I truly was just riding my bike every day. And just kind of like it was the best space for me to think about what was going to be next, you know, what we were going to do, how we were going to come back. So it's kind of like it was my Zen place, was to be able to do that, to be able to ride every day and just clear my head and, you know, just see where we were going to go. So, you know, that's literally now it's just what I've been doing now that everything is starting to come back. It's like, okay, great. Now I got to start getting back into that, to the mindset of being able to balance on set, and then be able to, you know, to create, you know, the new upcoming looks. Because now we had the looks that we were going to launch during the summer that we're still going to follow through. So that's what's going to be.
Good.
You know, it'll probably be first, you know, either for the end of this year, fall. We had there were some pieces that we were going to launch for fall. If we can get that going quick enough, we'll do that. And then we'll just follow through with our spring line that was going to go this year. We'll just do that for next year. So we'll just kind of start, we're a little bit behind, but we'll still be able to, you know, follow through with those looks.
Wow, man. Wow. Look, well, I tell you, those will be the looks for the February show.
Fashion Run, the Ritz.
That's right. Ritz. For the fashion show. That's it. That's it. It's happening, Milan. It's happening. We'll be in Paris. Look.
There you go, together.
You know, all right. Now here's what's very unique about this whole thing. Okay, so we were working on iRobot. And you are a coffee drinker, and you were getting these cappuccinos, and it was you and Pierce. And I remember I said, "Wait, you know what now?" Nah, I'm out of Philly. You know, I'm like, coffee, throw some cream in it. Let's go to work.
Black.
Exactly. You said, look, you guys took me to this coffee shop, and you said, look, here's cappuccino, Dave. Like, you want some foam in that thing, you know. And you guys are so hilarious, man. You were like, okay, now, Dave, when you drink your cappuccino, you got to do this. You pick me. This was about 2003, I think it was. We were in Vancouver, Canada, and we figured out, you and I are going to do this. We are going to go share a cappuccino in Paris, in Milan, and definitely in New York.
Count me in. Include me on that one. I want to be there for that one.
Absolutely.
Yes.
My treat, man. It's on me. Cappuccino's on me. Perfect.
Paris trip on you too?
Hey, listen,
yes.
I'm going to call you when we hang up. You know I got you.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. No, that's what we.
Hilarious, man. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Say it again.
So we were definitely going to work hard on getting to Paris.
Yes. It's going to work. It's going to work, man. Because let me tell you, Mata, man, this is great. This is great. Like this is for me what life is, what life should be, and what it's about. You know, the people that you love and admire, you know, to stay connected through the most, you know, through the years of your life. I'm talking about in the 20s, we were thinking a certain way. 30s, we were thinking a certain way. 40s, you're thinking a certain way. 50s, you're thinking a certain way. But to be able to still sit and communicate and talk and share in creative spaces, it's amazing, man. And so I am so looking forward to you and I just taking a stroll down the streets in Paris and Milan.
Oh my God, definitely. No, it's something definitely to look forward to. And it's like, okay, great. You know what? That's attainable. We can do that.
That's right.
We can definitely do that. So
that's right.
That's where we want to be.
Nice, man. Nice. Now, were you working on what shows were you working on when this whole situation hit, the COVID?
We were in the process of filming Red Notice back in Atlanta with Dwayne.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was gonna be a huge project. It was with Dwayne Johnson, Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot. So
wow,
yeah, wow. And it's shut down, and hopefully, you know, within the next few months, we'll be going back to work and you know, finishing that project. So
wow. Well, see, this is what I'm talking about with you, Mata. Like, you are so humble. See, if I didn't ask, you wouldn't have told us. But the thing, usually how it works in an interview. But the thing is that you say it like, oh yeah, no, I was working on this. You know, some people say, yeah, I was working on new cabinets for the kitchen. you know, or, I put a new, belt on the car, I was working on that. That's what you're like, yeah, I was working on this film, and you just named some of the, biggest stars in the world. Like, yeah. It's so, but that's the professionalism that you carry, man. Like, that's how you approach your work and the professionalism that you display, man. I'm sure if I was to ask anyone that you've worked with, they all say the same thing. I definitely know individuals from our camp that we've been fortunate to be a part of together. Definitely believe that and think that, and so it's well established, man. Like, you have established, it's an amazing thing, because you never lost your head. And just allow me to say this, and I say it so respectfully. You never lost your head. I've never seen you put anybody down. I've never seen you disrespect anybody. You've always given people a fair share of who you are and who they are. And you've always allowed people to be themselves. And I appreciate that, man. Like, look, how many times, man, like, I've come into your trailer, man, on set, and I just sat there and I just looked and watched you. You'll be working. And I'm like, hey, man, how you doing? You were just, I knew you were extremely busy, but I'm like, man, I'm going to hang out with Mata.
That's just because we had air conditioning in the trailer.
That's exactly right. But also, also it was warm too. Like, when we were in New York, it was freezing. You were like, come on, Dave, come on. But that's you, man. I've always appreciated you, man. And I, like I said, man, I could not. This communication, man, and what's going on in the world is very stabilizing for me, man. Because, it just reminds me how blessed I've been to be able to work with a gentleman like yourself, man. And I really mean that. I really mean that. Like, your family, they're wonderful. I've seen how you guys have gotten behind other artists. Like, I've seen that. I've seen, you guys have produced plays yourself, you and your wife. Yeah. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Well, it was something that's been my wife's. We started this company, and, that's been my wife. When she left New York, she was a producer. She was producing some public television shows, and she just wanted to be, she wanted to start producing again. So she's trying to still do that, but, trying to be a housewife. She was managing my life. She's taking care of our boys. She's, talk about a Puerto Rican Wonder Woman.
Yes.
She is the Puerto Rican Wonder Woman. She did it all. And she saw this play. It was at our church, and it was actually incredible. It was like, wow. It was a one-man show.
Wow.
And she's like, how would you feel about, if we produce this? And I'm like, let me tell you something. If I'm going to get behind anybody and give her 110%, it's going to be my wife.
Nice. So
I'm like, I trust you. Okay, great. Yeah. You want to do it? Let's do it. I'm in it 110%. And we did it. We did it for, I think it was like, we would do it in like 3 or 4 week runs right around, Easter, because it was kind of this Easter production. And we did it. I mean, we had great turnouts. I mean, and it was, the time it ran its course, and we were like, okay, great. Now we just have to find something else, a crazy, of course, my Wonder Woman, she went to, she wanted to go to law school. Wow. So she went to law school, and she just graduated this past year with her master's. Talk about,
wow.
Talk about the one thing that we've always said, or at least maybe I've always said it, is that when she's not around me, I've lost half my brain.
Wow.
Because she's the smart one. She is definitely the smart one in this group. So, wow. I'm just, like I said, I'm blessed. Like I said earlier, I'm blessed to have her. So,
wow, man, you guys are a remarkable team, man. Remarkable team, brother. And what's the name of your production company? You and your wife's production company?
Well, it was Modified Productions.
Yeah.
Right, but now everything is just coming under where she's doing something else. She's got her whole thing now where it's Annette Mata Management,
beautiful
Consulting. So
beautiful.
she's got that going now.
That's fantastic. Wow. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. So
Thank you.
I want to, we have a couple more minutes. So I want to take some questions. Any of you guys out there that have any questions, go on and shoot them. And
God, I hope not. I hope not.
and while we're waiting for the questions, you mentioned Easter. I'll never forget this. We were in New York on a production, and you had picked up these shoes. They were wingtip. You had gotten them from a vintage store in Boston.
Oh, those are the ones you bought.
Yeah. I was like, Mata, please, man, let me buy these shoes from you. Every day, Mata was like, dude, I'm not selling these shoes. They're mine. I'm wearing them. I got them for me. And then one day, Mata I think you got tired of me asking. I don't know what it was. You were like, here, man, like, all right, here. And you gave me like a sweet deal on them, man. Dude, I still have those shoes.
You still have those shoes? Those shoes were, let me tell you something. Those were an amazing pair of shoes. They really will be. Yep.
Yes. So we have Rita McGee. She's asking, will you be doing women's suits?
You know, we've kind of dabbled. We've had the thought. I've had more women come up to me and say they want to wear one of my suits. So we will get there. We will definitely get there. We're starting with the men's line, and then hopefully, right after that, we'll be able to incorporate some women's suits in there. So off the rack, and that's what we want to be able to do, is we want to be able to get them off the rack, not where it's just it has to be a custom made suit. We want to be able to give you an off the rack suit. Got it.
Wow, man. Yeah. Wow, that's hey, Mata, that's gonna be fantastic. I already see it, man. I already see it. You're constantly creating, man. Your expansion is admirable, man. Listen, I am so appreciative of being able to have this conversation with you, man. I'm super happy that you and your family are well. Listen, we got to come back and do it again.
Let's do it again. I got nothing but time on my hands. So.
It seems, Nat's asking the question, how long have we known each other? It's been 24 years.
24 years,
brother. And
the day you walked into my trailer.
The day I walked into your trailer, man. You've been awesome. Like I said, man, from that day to now, man, you've been a consummate professional. You've been a dear friend. And I'll tell you, hold on. Someone asked this question. I do want to answer, which is, they asked, which is the favorite way for you to do a tie? Because you taught me how to tie ties in like 4 different ways. Go ahead.
My favorite is the all-time classic full Windsor. I just love that fullness of the thick knot. And there's a time and a place for every other knot. It's if you want a kind of a casual look, a little smaller knot, then you just do a 4-in-hand. But I'm a full Windsor. Classic, man. Classic look, yep.
That's right. That's right. Well, Mata, listen, congratulations on all your success. You wear it very well, brother. You wear it very well. And I know that your family are very proud of you. I'm extremely proud of you. The group that we were a part of, we're all very proud of you. We love you. We find you to be like, when I tell you we love you, brother, we love you, man. And so, look, we're going to have more fun. On to the next chapter. And we're going to see you in Paris. Yes. And again, cappuccino's on me. Please give a hug to the family. Tell everyone I say hello. And brother, we'll be talking to you soon. You and I, I'll give you a call later on the day. We'll talk.
All right, that sounds good, brother. All right, man. I love you, D.
Brother, love you too, brother. Thank you so much, Mata.
All right, brother.
Take care, brother.
All right, brother. Peace.